Gentlemen, welcome today. We're diving into a topic that has the power to transform not just your relationships, but your entire life. You've probably heard of the concept of no contact, a strategy often used to create space, regain control, and reset dynamics in relationships. But what if I told you there are strategies even more powerful than no contact strategies that don't just create distance, but build unshakable confidence, undeniable magnetism, and a life so fulfilling that women can't help but take notice? This is not about playing games or manipulating emotions. This is about mastering the principles of Stoicism, principles that have stood the test of time and have been used by some of the greatest minds in history to navigate life's challenges with grace, strength, and wisdom. Over the next minutes, we'll explore 5 strategies even more powerful than no contact. These strategies will not only help you regain control of your relationships, but will also empower you to become the kind of man who naturally attracts respect, admiration, and desire. So if you're ready to step into your power, to rise above the noise, and to create a life that women can't ignore, then you're in the right place. Before we begin, take a moment to hit that subscribe button. Why? Because this message is bigger than you. It's about empowering men everywhere to rise above insecurity, to embrace their potential, and to build lives filled with confidence and purpose. By subscribing, you're not just investing in yourself, you're helping us spread this message to men who need it most. Now let's begin. Strategy number 1: the power of emotional mastery. The first strategy we'll explore is the power of emotional mastery. Let's face it, one of the biggest challenges men face in relationships is the inability to control their emotions, whether it's the pain of a breakup, the frustration of unrequited love, or the anxiety of uncertainty. Emotions can often feel like a tidal wave pulling us under and leaving us powerless. But here's the truth: emotions are not your enemy, they are a natural part of being human. The key is not to suppress them, but to master them. The Stoics called this apatha, the state of being undisturbed by passions. It's about understanding that while you can't control what happens to you, you can always control how you respond. So, how do you achieve emotional mastery? Start by practicing mindfulness when you feel overwhelmed. Take a step back, observe your emotions without judgment. Ask yourself, what is this emotion trying to tell me? Is it based on reality, or is it a product of my fears and insecurities? Next, reframe your perspective. Instead of seeing a breakup as a failure, see it as an opportunity. Unity for growth instead of fearing rejection. See it as a chance to build resilience when you shift your mindset. You take back control and finally take action. Channel your emotions into something productive. Hit the gym, pursue a passion, surround yourself with positive influences. When you focus on building a life you're proud of, you become emotionally unshakable. This is the power of emotional mastery. It's not about ignoring your feelings, it's about understanding them, learning from them, and using them to become stronger. And when you master this, women won't just see you differently, they'll feel it. Strategy number 2: the art of unpredictability. One of the biggest mistakes men make in relationships is becoming too predictable. When you're always available, always agreeable, and always doing the same things, you lose the element of surprise, and with it the spark that keeps attraction alive. The Stoics believed in the importance of a more fatty, loving your fate in relationships. This means embracing the unpredictability of life. It's about being spontaneous, adventurous, and unafraid to shake things up. For example, instead of always planning the same dinner dates, surprise her with something unexpected. Take her on a spontaneous road trip, plan a picnic under the stars, or simply show up at her door with her favorite coffee. But unpredictability isn't just about grand gestures, it's also about your mindset. Don't always be the one to initiate contact. Don't always agree with everything she says. Challenge her opinions in a playful way. Keep her guessing. This doesn't mean being inconsistent or unreliable. It means being confident enough to break the routine and create moments of excitement. And when you do, you'll find that women are drawn to this energy like a moth to a flame. Strategy number 3: the magnetism of purpose. Nothing is more attractive than a man who knows where he's going. The Stoics called this eudonia, a life of flourishing, driven by purpose and virtue. When you have a clear sense of purpose, it radiates from you. It's in the way you walk, the way you talk, the way you carry yourself. Women are naturally drawn to this energy because it signals stability, ambition, and strength. So ask yourself, what is your mission? What are you passionate about? And how can you share that passion with the world? For example, let's say you're passionate about fitness. You don't just work out for yourself, you inspire others to live healthier lives. When you talk about this, your eyes light up, your energy is contagious, and that gentleman is magnetic. But purpose isn't just about career or hobbies, it's about your values. It's about the kind of man you want to be. Are you someone who stands up for what's right? Are you someone who lifts others up? These are the qualities that women find irresistible when you live with purpose. You become magnetic, and that, gentleman, is a game changer strategy. Number 4, the depth of vulnerability. Here's a truth that many men miss: strength is not about hiding your emotions. It's about having the courage to show them. The Stoics believed in the power of authenticity, being true to yourself. No matter the circumstances, when you're willing to be vulnerable, you create a space for real connection. Share your passions, your dreams, even your fears. Let her see the man behind the mask, for example. Let's say you're talking about your career instead of just listing your achievements. You could share a story about a time you failed and what you learned from it. This shows that you're human, that you faced challenges and grown stronger because of them. This doesn't mean oversharing or being needy. It means being confident enough to let your guard down. And when you do, you'll find that women respond to this depth in ways you never imagined. Vulnerability is not weakness, it's strength. It's the courage to be seen for who you truly are. And that, gentleman, is what creates real connection. Strategy number 5, the balance of assertiveness and respect. Finally, we come to the balance of assertiveness and respect. The final strategy is perhaps the most important. It's about finding the balance between leading the interaction and respecting her boundaries. The Stoics called this temperance, the ability to exercise self-control and wisdom in all situations. Be clear about your intentions. Take the lead when necessary, but always, always respect her autonomy. Listen to her cues, pay attention to her comfort level, and never push beyond what feels right. For example, let's say you're on a date, you've had a great conversation, and you feel a connection. Instead of hesitating or second-guessing yourself, you confidently suggest taking the next step, whether it's planning another date or sharing a kiss. But here's the key: you're also attuned to her response. If she seems hesitant, you back off without making her feel uncomfortable. This balance of assertiveness and respect shows that you're a man who knows what he wants, but also values her feelings and boundaries. When you master this balance, you become a man who is both confident and considerate, a man who women trust, admire, and yes, desire. Gentlemen, these 5 strategies are not just about relationships. They're about becoming the kind of man who naturally attracts respect, admiration, and desire. Remember, this is a journey. It's not about perfection, it's about progress. So take these principles, practice them, and watch as your life transforms. If you found value in this video, do me a favor, hit that like button, share it with a friend, and subscribe to the channel together. We can empower men everywhere to rise above mediocrity and step into their greatness. Thank you for watching. Until next time, stay strong, stay stoic, and keep moving forward.